What is up, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario World, the Starfield, as I swim around here and try to figure out what it is I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to get that P-switch, and I'm already dead. Great. Alright, so in the last video I was talking about the legend of Bruce. Okay, there's a P-switch. There's a Yoshi. Do I feed the... Okay, the question is... Okay, let's try this. Okay, can I feed that to him? Will he eat a P-switch? No, he will not, so... Okay, I suppose I just take the Yoshi with me. Oh, I think I know what I have to do. Sort of, maybe. Okay, but anyway, in the last video I was talking about the man, the myth, the legend, Bruce. Alright, basically, if you didn't watch the last video, you probably should, or else you're not going to be up to speed on this story. Okay, I wanted to eat that Koopa with the Yoshi, but... You know what, I would really like that mushroom, but I think I'll just let him have it. That way he'll turn into Big Yoshi. Okay, so, yeah, back on the story of Bruce, and again, you're going to have to watch the last couple of videos if you really want to get what's going on. Okay, so... When we left off, Bruce had just called my my roommate out of the room to ask him something, and my roommate came back in with this wide-eyed, bewildered expression on his face. And we're like, "Oh God, what happened? What did he say? What did he do? Did he like show you his collection of bodies? Did he, profess his unrequited homosexual love for you?" No offense to anyone who gets down like that, but So yeah, we didn't know what was going on. He said that he wants me to drive him to work, which is like an hour and a half out of the way. Now, here's where it's important to. Okay, I'm still like, Okay, now I have one of these. Okay, that's cool. Okay, now I said previously when I was talking about this that. That in theory, that's not creepy. If one of my friends came up and said, "Hey man, can you give me a ride to work?" I don't have a ride. Well, it's important for me to mention now that this guy was the definition of creepy. And I think it had actually been maybe it had actually been like maybe a day. Or, I think it couldn't have been more than one day that we had been dealing with this guy. And in that one day, he obviously had, I'll call it a liking. He had taken a much bigger liking to my roommate than to me or my friend upstairs. Now, the weird thing about that is, he had only known us for, he had only known me for a few hours, and he was already telling me his life story literally every time we passed. Even if he just told me something, he would turn around and tell me the exact same thing. And I will give you specifics later on, and it's very creepy. I don't like this jump. I think this was a bad design. Okay. Yeah, it's bad design, because you can't jump straight up or you're going to hit the clapper. You have to... Okay. Yeah, I didn't like that design, but anyway. So yeah, he had taken a much bigger liking to my roommate than he had anyone else. And even when, see, here's the weird... Here's one of the creepiest parts. It got to a point that it got, so over the top that, okay, he could have been inside the room. Okay, I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Okay. Okay, now this timing is just foobarred. I don't know how I'm gonna make this jump. Okay, that's how. Dang it. But yeah, it got to the point where, me, my roommate, and this guy could have been in, my room talking, and I could have walked outside to make a phone call after this guy left. And I'm not even joking when I say that it could have been like 5 minutes after he left our room, and like he would see me outside, and he would like come up and talk to me, and of course, tell me about his horrible relationship with his girlfriend, and how he wanted me to come to church with him, and come to his little prayer meetings, and he would always ask how my roommate was, and ask all these questions about him, even if we had just talked to the guy. And I know you're probably thinking, okay, how could this get any weirder, but believe me, it does. Okay, as we go to Cuba Desert. Okay, cool. Wasn't there a level in the last hack named Cuba Desert too? I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, he was being very, I'll say, well, I actually made that, but then I lost it. Lost it. Lost it. Had it. Lost it. Lost it. Lost it. Yeah, okay, let's just pretend that never happened. But anyway, he was taking a very, very strong, I'll just call it a gravitation toward my roommate, and like, needless to say, everyone kind of found it disturbing, because you gotta keep in mind, number one, this guy had known my roommate for a day. Number two, this guy was like 10 years, no, probably at least, he had to be at least 15 years older than us. And also, keep in mind, he was just freaking creepy. Like, at this point, he had rocketed past, like, Richard Simmons and was rapidly closing in on Norman Bates on the creep scale there. Oh, stupid. Stupid. Techno pop shell. Douchebaggery. Up! Okay, get out of here, you stupid shell. Oh, wait, I need you. Dang it! Screw you and your stupid design that you have to do right the first time or you're dead. Okay, see, now I'm not going to be able to make it with the thing, because yeah, see, I'm going to lose my shell. How am I supposed to do this? I'm trying to tell a story about a creepy person. Okay, and something smells good. Like, I smell some really good food right now. Of course, I could be just imagining it because I'm sort of hungry. Okay. But anyway, this guy, he was pretty creepy. Okay. Now we were at the part where he had asked my roommate to take me to work. But like I said, this guy, he was like pretty much obsessed with my roommate, and now he was asking him to take him an hour and a half out of the way to a work site that he had never mentioned to us before, ever. I don't know why this is so hard. Like, this really shouldn't be that hard in theory. See, all I gotta do is just do that. And do this. Jump over that. See, this stuff really isn't that hard in some cases. I just make it difficult because I'm trying to talk. Okay, I guess I gotta take him out piece by piece. Okay, but anyway. Yeah, so this dude who was pretty much like borderline obsessed with my roommate, who had became so after knowing the guy for like a day, was now asking him to drive him out to some far out site in the middle of nowhere to a job that he had never mentioned before. And trust me when I say, if it was if he really had the job, he would have mentioned it, because like I said, the dude talked about everything, would stop us every time he saw us and talk to us about this or that or just whatever he could talk about. The guy loved the sound of his own voice, and I just jumped right into that. But anyway, so needless to say, my friend was pretty creeped out. Like, we were thinking at the time, we're like, dude, you know, he's gonna like take you out there and split your skull open with a pickaxe, then harvest your organs or something. And honestly, for this guy, that would have probably been considered mild. Like, if like we probably knew all the stuff he had done, we would have probably been like, oh, well, at least he didn't do, you know, anything bad. But so my friend comes back in, and he's like, my roommate, he's like, okay, I realize that there's a problem now. And I was like, okay, yeah, you think? Now, at this point, we're all kind of, okay, I didn't think that was going to be a techno pop shell of douchebaggery. That was dumb. Okay, at this point, we're all kind of, really freaked out, and I think it was warranted. And I mentioned to my roommate, I was like, you know, if you just say, no, I can't take you, the dude could just go crazy. Like, he could just flip out and kill us all. Like, it had gotten to that point. Do I have to lure this thing over here? Oh my god. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, it had... Okay, how am I supposed to... Oh my goodness. Oh, almost. But yeah, it had gotten to a point where, like, I was honestly scared to death that if we, you know, the dude, he kind of seemed like he was a ticking time bomb. Like, he would just, like, sit there and do this weird thing where he twiddled his thumbs, and he would, like, just talk about how he hated his girlfriend, how he wanted us to come to prayer meeting, and how he knew all this stuff about us, even though he'd only talked to us for, like, you know, collectively not over 48 hours. It was really creepy, and it gets much worse. But I'm going to go ahead and stop here, and when we come back, I'll probably conclude the story about the creepy dude. So when we come back, we'll do some more levels as well. So thanks for watching. See you next time.